Hello and welcome to Where No Way, and we've come to the finale of the first arc of New 52 Justice League. Today, we're going to take a look at issues 5 and 6. Previously on Justice League, Green Lantern was a jackass, Silas Stone was a jackass who turned his son into a machine to save his life, Aquaman was a badass, Wonder Woman showed her ass, and was portrayed as a naive, bloodthirsty, manic Amazon dream girl. Superman, Batman, and Flash were there, and Darkseid attacked with his giant poots of doom. So let's see if the arrival of Darkseid can make things interesting. This is Justice League issues 5 and 6. The first page of the comic shows Flash being the first one on his feet after Darkseid's arrival. He looks on in horror as Darkseid blows up fighter jets with his Omega effect. No! Stop! Darkseid turns and stares. Oh shit, it wasn't me. It was that guy, right over there. You know, that guy that's not me. Flash, realizing he should have brought his brown costume today, tries to get everyone on their feet. Anyone else awake yet? I'm not that good at making chit-chat. Flash, I'm up, but not to talk. Oh, we know. You're just about as chatty as the Superman in the old Fleischer cartoons. Darkseid fires his Omega effect again, causing Flash to grab Superman and haul ass. They split up, but find the beams can track different targets as well. Here we see the beams following Flash and Superman, and from the looks of it here, the beams seem to needlessly cut corners when a single sharp turn would keep its momentum going. Hell, the one following Flash looks like it's going over a building instead of just trailing behind him. Just seems kind of off to me. You're moving fast, Barry. Think fast. You're writing choppy caption dialogue in speech balloons. Flash manages to lose his beam by vibrating through a couple of parademons and letting it hit them instead. Zig when you should have zagged, eh? Nice to know the Omega effects that can dodge buildings and make unnecessary angles can't just go around parademons. Flash sees that Superman has been hit and captured by a parademon. Superman! Damn it! I can't fly! Damn it! That sentence was completely unnecessary! We all know you can't fly! Flash lets the rest of the group know that Superman was taken. They turn their attention to Darkseid, Green Lantern deciding to lead the charge. And if you're still playing the Derp Lantern drinking game, you know what you have to do now. Green Lantern's got this! And by got this, I mean got his ass kicked. That all you got? Not all I got. Darkseid then punches Green Lantern in the aura and then snaps his arm in two like a Slim Jim. Okay, I get it. This is Hal Jordan being completely new to the superhero thing. But unless I'm mistaken, Hal is a trained fighter pilot in the United States Air Force. At the very least, he's been taught how to fight strategically. Plus, I imagine he had some additional combat training with his ring on Oa. Now, even if you want to go into the notion of him being cocky because of the versatility of the ring's capabilities, he would have been taught how to use it more effectively, or at the very least, know when to withdraw from an opponent you stand no chance against. After Darkseid socks it to him one more time, Green Lantern still tries to get up. Batman tells him they need to regroup with the others, but Green Lantern refuses. Take a shot. Don't need you. Don't need anyone. I can handle this. Your arm is broken, you idiot. Hey, Batman! Stop trying to do my job for me, or else we'll find out if you can really breathe in space. Hal makes an arm brace construct and tells Batman to get out of his way. You're going to die. Then I die! Take a shot! Batman tries to get into Hal's head to see why he feels like he has to be such a gung-ho, don't-need-nobody loner all the time. But I want to point out that that's like Homer Simpson calling Peter Griffin a fat, stupid, drunken loser. Batman tells Hal they're a lot alike, pointing out that of the 7 people among them, they're the only ones that pass as quote-unquote normal. Wearing a bat suit is normal? No, it's insane. So you're taking it off now? We got about 5 minutes left to live. Whole world's gonna end. You said you'd fuck me. So Batman takes off his mask and reveals his secret identity to Hal, and tells him about his parents. Because sharing is caring, even in the middle of a world-ending event, apparently. Hal asks what anyone would ask in a situation like this. Namely, why in the name of Odin's taint would Batman reveal he was Bruce fucking Wayne in the middle of a crisis area. This is bigger than I am. This is bigger than you are. In fact, I'm going to overlook the inherent idiocy of Batman showing his face and saying his name aloud, since clearly everyone around them is dead. Get out of your own way. Focus on what's important here. Everyone else. He tells them to gather the others and keep Darkseid busy until he retrieves Superman. Bruce then, after discarding his bat symbol and cape and cowl for some reason, hitches a ride on a parademon towards the Tower of Power. He crash lands his ride and steps through a boom tube to find Apocalypse. This wasn't part of the plan. I really need to start making overly elaborate, impossibly intricate plans for this sort of thing. The first page of issue 6 shows a man named David and his family fleeing the disaster, narrowly missing a beam that incinerates the people behind them. They notice that Darkseid has found them and brace themselves for the end. The big gray invader is distracted by lights made by Green Lantern, setting up a surprise attack. Major look! What's next, Hal? You gonna give him a purple nurple? Perhaps an Indian bird? Wet Willie? Take a shot. Wonder Woman asks Darkseid why he's come, wrapping her lasso around his neck. He yanks her towards him and says,
"For her."
Right before hitting her so hard it apparently causes shockwaves. Cyborg tells Flash about his connection to the Mother Boxes and that he sees Batman infiltrating Apocalypse. Although I have to wonder how Darkseid didn't manage to overhear them and just tell his lackeys,
Hey guys, if you happen to see somebody that looks like Bruce Wayne, kill him, would you? I know, man. I was just totally fucking stupid, man. I mean, duh.
He overhears Darkseid lackeys Desaad and Steppenwolf talking about using Superman's body to create an army to find Granny Goodness! Actually, according to this, Darkseid is looking for his daughter. So, let me get this straight. This whole thing, the invasion of planets, the harvesting of raw organic material, i.e. people, killing, maiming, destroying entire civilizations, is because you want to bring your daughter back home? What did she do? Did she steal your Porsche? Did she run off and join a band? Did she marry some jerk you didn't like? Actually, in the first issue of Vibe, we learned that Darkseid's daughter, whoever that is locked behind an Omega door. No, that'd actually be cool. And is held by Shadow Agency number 637, I mean Argus, in Washington, D.C. Really, Darkseid is going about this the wrong way. I'm sure if you don't go around razing planets to the ground, people might be more inclined to help you out. We get a full-page splash to see Desaad and Steppenwolf, who look like Emperor Lizard Palpatine and General Generic Von Evilbad. While they continue to torture Superman, back on Earth, Wonder Woman asks Darkseid where Superman is.
He is mine, as is your world.
This feels like less of a menacing alien invasion and more like a dog peeing on things to mark its territory.
This is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine.
Wonder Woman uses her bracelets to block the Omega beams. One wonders why it didn't just go around the bracelets and hit her from behind. She then leaps into the air and stabs Darkseid in the eye. At super speed, Flash tosses Aquaman, who stabs Darkseid's other eye with his trident. The tyrant still stands, leaving our heroes wondering what else they can do. You'd think he was John Cena the way he's no-selling here. Cyborg tries to activate the Mother Boxes, hoping he can activate portals to send Darkseid back to where he came from. Hundreds of boom tubes open up, including some on Apocalypse. The tubes then suck Desaad and Steppenwolf through them, giving Batman a chance to rescue Superman. He tries to snap the Man of Steel out of it so he can help the rest of the group as Darkseid pounds on them. Spurred by visions of horrific things he saw the Tyrant do to others, Superman super speeds into Darkseid in a mighty 2-page spread collision. That only moves him a couple of inches.
Did that hurt at all?
A little bit.
Darkseid wraps Superman in a bear hug.
Kryptonian, you are coming with me. I'm going to love him and pet him and pat him and call him George.
Green Lantern tries plucking Superman from Darkseid's grasp and yells for Cyborg to close the portal. Cyborg thinks he can't, but Batman then tells Victor he's a real boy! And the portals are shut, with one collapsing on Darkseid. The monstrous villain's last defiant angry words are...
I will return.
A less than impressive end to a less than impressive threat. After a massive explosion that, for all appearances, should have killed everyone in the area, everything seems hunky-dory, except for the extensive citywide destruction. Cyborg says the mother boxes are all fried, meaning that Darkseid and his forces won't be back anytime soon. A crowd forms around the group. Flash is ready to bolt, thinking they'll lynch their would-be protectors. Considering the New 52 seems to be borrowing every other element of Marvel, I wouldn't be surprised. But no, the crowd starts cheering for them. That's right, citizens. Your homes are gone, your jobs are destroyed, and many of you will never recover from this financially, psychologically, or physiologically. But hey, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Let's party! At the White House, faux President Bush, remember this is supposedly 2006, celebrates the group for their heroism in a brightly lit daytime public display, which makes Batman's appearance there all the more surreal. However, Cyborg isn't in the mood to celebrate. I shouldn't be up here. Sure you should. Be proud. Your dad looks like he is. I am so proud that my son is going to be a half-man, half-machine cybernetic freak of nature for the rest of his life. That's so much better than being a successful, fully human football player that's doing what he loves. We were attacked by an enemy unlike any we have ever encountered. We were saved by a team of heroes unlike any mankind has ever known. Hal scoffs at the idea that the 7 of them are a team, remarking that they're not even friends. Batman thinks they need to make the public think they are for the sake of appearances. Aquaman also objects to being part of a team, seeing as how he's king of Atlantis. We all have other things we need to do. We're not friends. We're not a team. This is just a one-time thing, okay? It's nice to know that Hal Jordan has neither grown from this experience nor learned anything about needing others or being part of a team, which I find hilarious since he's supposed to be part of an intergalactic police force. Also, this makes Hal's would-be character arc in this story a total waste of time. Hell, if anyone's warmed up to the concept of being on a team, it's the Flash. Batman asks Green Lantern, "What if something like this happens again?" What are the chances of that? And cue next crisis in 3, 2, 1. An aide informs the president of another threat looming. The world needs its greatest superheroes again. We have a name, Mr. President. We do? Sure, you can call us the Super 7. Hal questions Barry on such a stupid name, and when the Hal Jordan of this comic thinks it's dumb, you've pretty much ripped the idiot ball out of Hal's hands. Great job! Throughout this issue, the man from the first page, David, has been writing a novel about our heroes, and praising their saving of his family in a book called Justice League, Gods Among Men. Too bad in the next story arc we learn that leftover alien radiation from Darkseid's assault made him sick, killed his family, and drove him to try and kill the League. But that's a review for another time, perhaps. And that was the story arc of New 52's Justice League. Verdict? No way. This is Michael Bay's Justice League, and by that, I mean there's a lot of stuff blowing up, monstrous, simplistic villains, and good guys who are made out to be heroic only by circumstance. Pro tip: making your hero an asshole doesn't mean he's deep or complex. It just makes him an unlikable prat. The whole story arc feels and reads like a summer blockbuster. Unfortunately, it's less like The Avengers and more like Battleship. It suffers from a stunning case of both doing too much in terms of cramming in set pieces and a criminally rushed story, and not enough in terms of developing likable, intelligent characters. We have heroes that act like total assholes to each other, a shithead father who openly mocks and crushes his son's dreams, but only feels bad about it once his son is near death, being proud only when his son is part of the brave new world of metahumans. Silas Stone, get fucking bent, you son of a bitch! But the most egregious part of all, the treatment of Darkseid. This is not Darkseid. This is Darkseid. He's a master manipulator, a planner, a strategist, devilishly cunning and ruthlessly intelligent. Sure, he is devastatingly powerful, but he underscores it by rarely, if ever, getting his own hands dirty. Plus, he has the Omega effect, which was poorly showcased here, meaning he doesn't even need to lay hands on an opponent. Now, if the villain were, say, Mongol in Warworld, it might have been a different story. Not necessarily a good one, but it would have fit Mongol's personality and methodology. I find it a shame that they undid the eventual fate of Darkseid from Final Crisis just so he could basically be Doomsday without the spikes. Despite all the unnecessary changes, DC's New 52 wasn't all bad. I'd say about 30% good, 70% crap. But next time, I'm going to show you a case of where a reboot was desperately needed, and it worked. For the most part. I'll see you then.